have this thing about conversations that die when I walk into the room. If it's not my business, just let me know.
Like...
Okay. Mine is not to reason why. Mine is just to deal with the curry chicken. Would some of you newcomers please find some silverware? I don't think I can trust myself with the knives.
Guys, I think you're going to be staying here. This isn't going to work.
Go ahead.
Maureen, it's really nothing that bad. Ross and I have become friends. Close friends.
Excuse the cliche, but how long has this been going on?
Not very long. I assumed that perhaps Ed had told you.
I think my considerate husband was just protecting me from the shock.
So are we saving these beans here or what?
That would be privileged information, like so much around here. What did you do that for? Lillian may not have eaten.
Well, if you'd given me a straight answer.
Oh, you can dish it out, but you can't take it.
Dish what out?
Not beans.
Am I in the doghouse here?
There's plenty of food if Lillian's hungry.
For not telling you about Ross and Blake before?
Now, what possible difference could that make to me?
That's a good question. To begin with, I was asked not to. By Holly.
Holly? There's an end to the mystery as to why Blake moved out.
And then when Blake was here, and it was more than just a titillating item of gossip, I had them tell you. So what is the problem? I mean, so long as they know that they can't just pick up where they left off here, you know, under our roof. What...
So Holly went to you, cried on your shoulder, and asked you not to tell me?
No, asked me not to tell anyone. You, me, Holly. That's it. No one else knows.
Not even Roger?
Oh, please.
He's her daughter, too.
Roger hates Ross. He'd have him shot at dawn. He'd hire a skywriter. Well...
I gather you think that the voters shouldn't know.
Maureen?
Well, it was an issue of character for Gary Hart. Why shouldn't it be one for Ross Marlowe? I mean, granted, he's not married.
If you're trying to make me nervous, you're succeeding.
Oh, well, maybe you shouldn't have told me anything. I mean, I'm such a loose cannon compared to you, the master of discretion.
Why are we arguing about this?
Oh, I don't know. You tell me. I'm assuming that Ross is no longer seeing Holly as well.
You have deduced correctly, yes.
And if you think I don't know why I've been kept in the dark about this, which I think is a little bit insulting, actually.
Something what? Wow.
That the beautiful, thin, carefree, successful Holly is finally footloose and fancy-free yet again.
Well, honey, why would that even occur to me?
Well, if I were in your shoes, it would occur to me.
Oh, well, fine. Now we're really getting down to it, aren't we?
I mean, why do you think Holly went to confide in you anyway?
Because she trusts me. Why don't you try it?
I trust you. I trust you. I don't think there are affairs going on in every room of this house. But, sweetheart, it cuts both ways. You know, I mean, I think it's a little silly to stand there and imply in my fundamental lack of trust when you've been darting around for months keeping secret promises of your ex-wife.
It's not even that. I mean, look, do you run home and tell me everything that Vanessa whispers in your ear at work?
That's different. What happens at work stays at work. I'm not asking you what Lillian pours out her heart to you about, am I?
They let you go.
Are we sure about this?
Huh? It's safer to be seen with you in public than in private.
Never safe to be seen with me. People look at me and think illicit sex. I don't know why.
Well, dare I confess, when I look at you, I think about that sometimes.
Mm-hmm. And it shows it's the problems. I don't want all my good intentions going for nothing, you know.
Come on, Blake, you're not getting virtuous on Mary.
What else would you call bunking in with living the show?
Yes, you convinced me that was a brilliant strategy.
Thank you. Now no reporters will find me holed up in some motel ironing your suspenders or whatever.
I mean, there you are living with two people who know about it. They're always there to admire your self-restraint and sympathize when I'm a beastly dude.
Which you won't be, right? Because if you are, just tell me and I'll change my plans. I've had enough of Beastly at this tender age.
Blake, in this relationship, you're the beauty and the beast. You know, every other day you detest me.
Well, I'll try to limit that to once a week. You know, I really don't want to stand in the way between you and the selection, Ross.
Yes, I know that.
Not because I give a hoot in the hell who's senator. Just because I know that you want it. And I know you'll hate me if you lose.
Miss Thorpe, dedication like yours doesn't come along every day.
I am mostly dedicated to your chest. I really wish you didn't have any clothes on, Mr. Marler.
You're a little more dedicated than I thought. Which is why I'm putting you on the payroll. No, it's not as unsavory as it sounds.
Don't turn around.
No, but you see, it's my responsibility to see that the campaign coverage is even-handed. And it hasn't been. The station has been leaning towards Rossmore.
Well, I wonder why.
Well, that's why I wanted to get together with you and see if we can work out a balance here.
Well, as a matter of fact, asking me to be your escort is a step in the right direction as far as I'm concerned. And I do think that you can do more to create an even balance.
Mm-hmm.
I recollect, Ms. Lindsay, wasn't there a campaign ad that you refused to air because of negativity towards Ross? Perhaps with your help, you and I could come up with a campaign ad that would be more acceptable.
Very possibly.